A funeral home director brings another perspective to grief, loss, and mental health. Andrea Flores tells the story.
A local funeral director is advocating for loss and grief counseling to address mental health in the community. According to family funeral home director Robert Lugo, people often do not put as much importance to depression, grief, and coping until they lose someone. Lugo has been in the funeral business for 40 years, and he emphasizes it's essential to be more compassionate than just a simple, I know what you're going through. He adds the community's response to a death has changed drastically throughout the years, going from days in mourning and showing respect to a simple, I couldn't make it to the funeral but send my condolences.
Because in 3 weeks, the dust settles and so do the phone calls. They stop. Everybody goes on to their lives. We're too busy, and that's the issue. We are too busy to stop and consider what that person is still going through.
Lugo says the topic of death used to be held in high regard, but is now becoming something too common, desensitizing people. Processing loss is a difficult journey that everyone deals with differently. So Lugo recommends people to prioritize their mental health.
I encourage you to go seek counseling. I like to tell that to every family, but you're going to insult a lot of them. I don't need counseling, this guy. And all of a sudden, a year later, they're dealing with a remorse that, that's just not, should have been resolved early on.
School of Social Work professor Nina Enriquez says grief makes people feel a wave of mixed emotions. Enriquez says it is important to never ignore grief feelings as they can have a major impact on a person's long-term mental health.
Eventually, you can develop one or even two mental health disorders. Anxiety is extremely prevalent for a person who is grieving. And the anxiety symptoms can intensify when we don't address the grief.
To get in contact with the support group, call 956-665-2648 or reach out to the Counseling Center, calling 956-665-2574. For KVAQ TV in Edinburgh, Andrea Flores.